made sure to unmute myself this time. Alright, we are gonna play Birushana. I was hoping to play for 5 hours. I got home a little late and got a little distracted. So it might be 2 hours, but that's how many hours I played Pokopia, so I don't feel bad about it because it's gonna be the same amount of time. I'm hoping to at least... I want to finish Chapter 7. It might be 2 hours, it might be a little longer. I'm okay with playing a little longer. I want to finish Chapter 7, and I would really like to finish Chapter 8. So we're already in Chapter 7. And so my goal is hopefully to be at Chapter 8. Everything froze on my computer. Every single screen just froze. So if it didn't freeze for you guys, I paused. Okay. So we're gonna get into this one. I'm going to copy this information so I can paste this information. I don't think I'm gonna get past Chapter 8. That would be very, very unlikely given how long these chapters keep being. Alright, so yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good night or day, depending on what time it is and where you're watching this. We were speaking earlier today. I have a very busy May. Originally, it was going to be a very light May, but because I had so much stuff, I didn't pick up as much shifts at work as I have been doing. I've been picking up a lot of shifts at work. There was, I think the last pay period, I had worked in 2 weeks, 130 hours, and that's not for everybody. And it is a lot. I don't stream as much. People will notice. You probably noticed. When I do that the next day. Specifically because I'm tired. I'm tired. Especially if I do a double. If I work 16 hours, I go to bed early, which I'm doing a double tomorrow. It's fine. I slept in. But I go to bed early, and as soon as I get home, my knees hurt. So I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and let my knees relax. So I'm doing a double tomorrow. But the other benefit of doing a double is the following day, or that night, I get off a little early. So I should get off a little early tomorrow. And on top of that, that means I'll get to sleep a little early and gives me the opportunity to do other things like fun activities. And technically on Thursday, I'm going to have a stream, and then I might have a stream Friday. That's a big maybe because we are going to take a day trip to LA the following day. And we haven't decided what time we're leaving yet. So as soon as I know what time we're leaving, that's going to determine if I stream on Friday or not. Because I want to make sure everything's packed. I want to make sure I have everything ready to go. I basically just didn't unpack our Coachella toiletry bag. We have a bag that we take with us. Well, that's not entirely true. We have stuff we take with us when we go on trips, and I just recently put it all in the same bag. And that bag can also be downsized. Like if it's a plane trip, we're not going to take everything that we have in that bag, but I can easily just put that and go. And that itself has everything you need. It has everything. I bought a hairbrush for that bag because I got tired of forgetting to bring a hairbrush. So she's got everything inside, which is great because right after we get back from New York, a few days later, a few days later from LA, we're going to be going to New York. And then a few days later after that, we're going to be going to New Mexico. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I just have to make sure everything's neat, clean, organized. All my free time is going to be on vacations in May, which means my house is currently in disarray. It's already there. I'm sad about it. Anyways, I'm rambling. That's how you know I'm tired. All right, the decree to defeat Yoshinaka Minamoto finally came down from His Highness. So here's another thing too, right? I know we're gonna figure this out in this game. Look, she's blinking. I haven't had that in a minute. I've been playing Homura. And she's there. See, this is my favorite. I like this. Give me the girl. Shungen, let's go. Right? He's actually the son. I'm not the son. I'm a decoy daughter, so that if someone hunts the son, they kill me instead. And then they're like, it's fine. It was the son, and then it's not though. She's just protecting her son. I assume. Okay, we'll go through the city of Kyoto to Uji River and then to the Seta River. Righteousness is ours. We have to come to destroy the enemy of His Highness. Clouds of dust followed as our horses galloped at great speeds. As we continued on, I could see the soldiers in the distance. Look, there they are.
吉中軍だな。行くぞ。
Yoshinaka's army, let's go. I wonder if we could get a historical game that isn't about war. Like, you know, just being in a palace without the war. Oh no. I gave my horse a gentle kick to increase my speed, then a burst of energy was leapt into their path. What's the meaning of this? He's got soldiers with him. My name is Yoshitsune Kura Minamoto. I wield this sword for my brother, Lord Yoritomo Minamoto. Men of Yoshinaka's army, after your defeat by the Heike, you have engaged in tyranny against the people of Kyoto. For your sins, His Highness has named Yoshinaka Minamoto to be the enemy of the people. We have come to dispatch him. His Highness said what? Yoritomo has already reached Kyoto? I thought we were already here. Alright, you've got eyes, don't you? Yoritomo's brother and his army are right here. We've got to get out of here. Yoshinaka's army is in turmoil. Just a bit more. Move, you idiots. I said move.
今の話はなんだ。あのタヌキじじ、本当に頼朝を取りやがったのか。
And what the hell did you just say? That old raccoon's really taking sides with Yoritomo? Lord Yoshinaka. Yoshitunaka. It's okay, I got this. I got this.
待てよ。そっちの前。
I know you, don't I? Sir Yoshinaka looked at Shungen and at the soldiers around him, then snarled menacingly.
見たことのある顔だと思えば、お前俺の屋敷で笛を。
You're the minstrel from the other night.
くそ！あの時から俺ははめられていたというわけか。
You bastard set me up. Lord Yoshinaka, you are no longer the hero who saved the city. The will of His Highness cannot be ignored. If you choose to meet us in battle, you will surely lose.
そうか。
I see.
なるほど。隠然とは恐れ入った。だが、そこらの兵はビビっても、俺には全く効かないぜ。
You're trying to intimidate us. The words of that old raccoon might frighten them, but it won't work on me. And then yeah, and then I go yeah, and then I hit the wrong button. Please. Rah! I can do that. Shit. Oh my gosh, we're swearing. Do not. Hey. What a strike. How can he move like that with that big sword so quickly? What button am I pressing? To be clear, this is just sitting on my leg.
どうした？義朝の子はその程度の腕か。
Is that it? That's all Yoshinaka's brat has to offer? Yoshitomo's brat has to offer? Damn. She's like, I give up. I concede. Calm down. His second attack is always slightly slower. Okay. I'm like fixing my top right now. Here we go. And then he attacks us, and then I go, yeah. Oh. He turned around and swung his sword out wide, the tip of his blade making a shallow cut in my side. Damn it. Prepare yourself, Lord Yoshinaka. I can't die here, even if I die today. What?
戦場にも出ず正体に囲まれて死ぬなんて冗談じゃねえ。
I'm not dying here. No way. I'll die on the battlefield, surrounded by my men.
死ぬならいっそ我が腹心とともに華々しく散るのみだ。
If I've gotta die today, I'm going out with a bang. What?
覚えておけ。俺はそう簡単に死なん。
Why do I keep saying what? Why do I keep acting confused? You can't kill me so easy, remember that.
一人でも多く頼朝軍の奴らを道連れにしてやるからな
I'll take out as many of Yoritomi's men as I can. Am I gonna keep going, huh? Like, why am I acting stupid? Wait.
まさか馬を奪って逃げるとは
He stole your horse and ran off. Shungen, where's Yoshinaka's army?
すでに勢いを失っている吉中の後を追った者はほとんどいない
They're already losing momentum. Only a few of them followed Yoshinaka to the front. Then we'll go after Sir Yoshinaka right away. From the direction he went, I think he headed towards Seta River. By the time we arrived at the Seta River, Yoritomo and Yoshinaka's forces were at a stalemate. Draw your bows. I assume that's what that sounds like. Yeah. Don't let the Yoritomi army cross. If we can hold the line, they will be worn down eventually at some point. Someday. So, actually, I just remembered something. My BTS freebies I've been working on, I'm going to have to restring every single one of them. To test it, to make sure it was okay, I had been using one of them and it broke into a bunch of little pieces today, and I kind of saw it was possibly gonna break yesterday, and I totally should have just took it off my keychain then. Part of it was getting a little, it looked like if you started to cut a rope, like I didn't like that hand gesture actually, but it looked like if you were trying to cut a rope and it was like fraying on one part, and I think it was one of the beads specifically digging into it. It was right where it connects together, so like I do like a little picture like a U, and at the very top it's brought together, and so it was during that part. So sadly, I might have to remake every single bracelet I've made. Even with your precious imperial decree, is this all you've got, Yoritomo? If you really want to kill me, come at me like you mean it. He's too strong. Well, get good.
向こう岸にいるのが影時殿率いる本隊だなしかしまだ川を渡れていないようだ
That's the main force led by Sir Kagetoki on the other side of the river. It looks like they haven't been able to cross. Kanahira's cavalry is blocking them, and Lord Yoshinaka's riled the troops and regained the momentum. We've got to do something.
あ、二人ともこっちだよ
Come on, you two, this way. Brother Takatsune.
剣伝は成功したみたいだね川に集まった敵兵かなり減ってたよ
Looks like the propaganda was a success. The number of enemy troops that have gathered at the river is considerably reduced. But some are still sticking around and are beginning to be inspired by Lord Yoshinaka.
Ch.8 Shungen. お前たちはこのまま援護だ。高綱は敵を陽動し、弓兵隊の注意を引け。
Shungen, stay on the flank. Takatsune, divert the enemy and draw the attention to the archers.
私は吉中を撃つ。
I will handle Yoshinaka. Brother,
奴を倒せば全て終わる。
if we defeat him, this will all be over. Let's go. Yes, sir, Shungen.
分かっている正体後に続け
Min, follow me. Are we doing it? Are we winning? Are we winning, son? Oh, hit auto. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. I don't know what that button is, but I wish it would stop being hit. Together with Shungen, we led our troops through the battlefield. I looked back at the soldiers behind me and raised my hand. That's weird. Let's all go all at once. They're coming from the side. What just happened?
みんな弓兵を狙え本隊に川を渡らせるんだ
Everyone concentrate on the archers. That'll allow the main army to cross the river. I'm kind of tired of
なんだ弓兵の動きが。
fighting. I want people to date. Maybe I'm getting too. Oh, I started watching a K-drama. I can't think of the name of it. 21st century. Perfect Crown. Sorry. I know it says 21st century something when it's in Korean. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. Is there another episode? Wait, is there another episode out? Maybe it comes out first. 21st century Korea under the concept, but it's got IU in it, and I will watch anything with IU in it. And honestly, it's making me wish just cute romance. I just want cute romance. Meet cutes. I don't know. I'm not big on. I don't. Maybe it's because I've been playing Birushana, and then I have Otomi Daioshi, and then I did Homura. I might just be at my limit for historical. I usually just do one a year. This is a lot of historical this year. Where is the support from the archers? What's the matter, Kanihara? They got reinforcements. 12 episodes? Really? I'm used to them being 16. Oh my gosh, I'll be so sad when this is over. But we're on episode 6. I don't know if it comes out in Korea first and then like a week goes by and then we get it, because it says episode 7 just came out. No. They come out Wednesday, Thursdays. I think it's a new trend, just 12 episodes. Honestly, I'm not mad about that because they, like Atome games, with 16 episodes, they just drag shit. They just drag it and they drag it. And there's always that one episode that's just nothing but flashbacks. They're like, hey, remember this? And I'm like, I do! Stop it! I have to skip through it. And I'm like, please stop. Looks like they got reinforcements over there. The numbers are small, but they've given our archers hell. But I do enjoy this one. I've been watching it because it's got IU in it. And I think it's really cute. I think the actor who plays the main male lead is really attractive. My sister and me are old. And so it reminds me of Goong, and it reminds me of Full House. Like if those two shows were put together. Because Goong is basically the exact same premise where like, what if royalty still existed? Except they're in high school. And then Full House is a really cute one about a girl. Well, actually, hear me out. She gets given a gift from her friends to take a trip to China for, I think, a week or two. She gets there. Turns out she doesn't have a hotel. They lied. They got her out of her house. I don't know how this is legal. They got her out of her house so they could sell her house. And it was like, and they did it so they get the money because they were pregnant, and that was their idea. So those friends remind me of her brother and her husband from The Perfect Crown. If you haven't watched it, that's what they remind me of, because they have that same kind of like goofy, weird energy. That also is like annoying, just so annoying, very self-centered at the same time. They're like, we did it because we needed the money. Get a job. Why would you sell your friend's house? Why would you not tell your friend you needed help? Like, that's crazy. But her sibling has this energy where he like ruins things. I cannot stand the brother. Yeah. He's awful. And that's exactly how the friend is in Full House. He's exactly that way. So it reminds me of those two put together into a show. I just hate that. I hate the entitlement. I hate anyone who just acts so entitled. Like, you don't deserve things just for existing. But he acts like he should be given things. I'm like, no. You ran a business into the ground. You don't get another business just handed to you. Like, she kept going like, why aren't you at work? And he'd be like, oh no. Like, why aren't you at work? Why is your wife okay with you not going to work constantly? And then you complain. Anyways, if I found out that Perfect Crown was written by the writer for Full House, I would not be surprised based on how the story plays out. But so far, really enjoying it. I enjoy IU. I enjoy the her assistant, and I enjoy the prince's assistant too. Like, their little story is adorable. I like their little story. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as it goes. Hopefully I can watch those 2 episodes before we go out of town, because I don't want to, because the internet, right? So busy. And I scroll on my phone too much because I am a loser, and I keep getting clips of it, so I was afraid that if I keep doing that, I'll see clips from the new stuff. They're trying to let the main forces cross the river. I won't let that happen. Can we kill him already? Can he just not? Lord Yoshinaka.
なんだあちらの攻撃が弱まった
What happened? Has the attack on the side weakened?
どうやら対岸の軍が弓兵隊を殲滅している模様。今なら行けます。
I saw clips of the Prime Minister, and dang, it sucks for men with glasses. Why do they always get slighted? Okay. If you haven't, have you now, if you're okay with a little, not really spoil, I guess like a minor spoil, it's his own damn fault. He never says anything to her. He just like looks at her. Like, tell a girl you like her. If you like somebody, let them know. Like, just let them know. Like, you cannot. I hate that trope. Yeah, I do too. He's like, what? Like when she like says, "Oh yeah, I'm getting married to the prince," and he's all like, "Why?" And like looks hurt and defeated. You never told her you liked her. I'm sure she would have taken you if you asked. But you never said it. You never said you liked her. You've been fawning over this girl since like middle school. Just being her friend. Like, don't just be her friend if you don't want to be her friend. Also, don't be her friend if you don't want to be her friend. Because you want to be something else. Don't do that either. Just say it. Just say you liked her. So, like, where he is, his position, don't feel bad for him at all. He put himself there by, like, just not doing anything about wanting to be with her. You know what she did? She went up to a prince and said, "Let's get married." Girl had the initiative. She was like, I know what I need. A small detachment on ours is weakening, wreaking havoc on their archers. I think we should be able to cross now. It's me.
なるほどやってくれる
I see. In that case, press forward.
全軍
Yeah, I hate that trope. There's
川を渡り殿の元へ向かえ
like Otome and any really love focused story. There's always those tropes, right? Like we got that. We have like the person with the stick up their butt who's just always against it no matter what. Like I don't even the baby mama, that's the baby mama. She's a beautiful woman and she's a good actress, and I friggin' hate her character so much. Like, all troops advance across the river and head for Lord Yoritomo. I saw clips of her. Yeah, she is awful. The actress is doing a great job. I hate her so much. She has such a good face. We actually had to look it up. Her eyes have such great expression. That's exactly it. We looked it up because my sister's like, she's wearing contacts. And I'm like, is she? She's not. Her eyes are naturally light brown, which makes them really, really like bright. They look so big because they're light brown and not black. So like, love it. And she's also gorgeous. She's just a gorgeous woman. So she's a good actress. I think they casted really well on her. But like they'll show her and I'd be like, oh, she's mad. There was one scene in the last episode, I think it was, where like they dropped like 2 bombs and her face, oh my god. Insane. Love the natural background. Wait, what's wrong? Oh, the river and sky. Okay. I see. I'm like, where's this background? Like, what's in the wrong shot? All right, look over there. Yoritomo is coming across the river. Like, you know, you gotta appreciate the little things. Because this fighting never ends. If I was a history girly, I probably would enjoy this a lot more. And if this was a shonen, and there was action and actual fighting during this stuff, like instead of just a still image, sure he blinks, but like I'm not feeling the fight, you know what I mean? So this like this feels like it drags to me. I need a fight, bro. What the hell are you guys doing? Fight, you maggots, fight. Wow. Oh my gosh, there you are. There he is.
お前頼朝か
Like his face is smaller than you and he's still taller than you. What you gonna do about that? You're Yoritomo, aren't you?
貴様の命運はここで尽きる。
Your fate ends here.
ふざけるな。王とつるんでよくもたばかりやがったな。
How dare you conspire with the Emperor against me?
こうなればお前も道連れだ。
I'll take you down with me. Ooh. Ra! I assume that's how it sounds. I'm making this up as I go.
貴様はまさに豪そのものだな。
Not bad, you're quite strong.
うるせえ。だったらお前は銃だって言いたいのか。
If you think I'm strong, maybe it's just because you're weak. You know?
重欲豪を制すとも言うな。
You know what they say? Do you go to seisu? Why did we not translate that? Japanese, a beige roughly translates to the carrot is better than the stick. Sounds like he insulted himself. He's not the brightest bulb, so Chichuko Goro Seizu.
豪には豪でもって相手をしてやるもいいだろう。
Perhaps in this case it's better to fight fire with fire. What? What? He was so quick.
急に早く。
源氏の棟梁はただ一人。
Ooh, he's got crazy
お前
eyes.
の場所はどこにもない。
There can be only one leader of the Minamoto clan, and there's no place for you.
死ぬがいい。
Shinumai. He just said die. He just said die. He was trying to do me a favor. He's like, this girl is tired of this fight scene.
頼朝。
Yoritomo. You didn't kill
お
him.
前は確かに棟梁になるかもしれん。
You may become the leader of the Genji clan, but remember,
忘れるなよ。因果は必ず巡る。
what goes around comes
俺
around.
を殺したお前もまた源氏の者に殺されるぞ。
You have killed me. You too shall be killed by a Genji. Is Shungen gonna kill him? Because I'm pretty sure he's the Genji. I don't think I'm a Genji at all.
楽しみだぜ。殺されて地獄へ来るお前の面を見るのか。
I can really hear the blood in his lungs. But he's got a lot of breath still in him. And when that happens, I'll be waiting for you in hell. Lord Yoshinaka! Is this the end?
もはやこれ以上。
If Lord Yoshinaka is
のた
gone,
めに戦を
for
すべきか。
whom should we fight?
東国の侍どもよ、見るがいい。これが日本一の豪の者の気がする手本だ。
Behold, samurai of the east, this is how a man will take his life. What is... We're doing Sep... He's dead.
吉中を討ち取ったぞ。
We've defeated Yoshinaka! And we're all excited, and we cheer, and we're like, is it over? It's over. I looked at Shungen and gently put away my sword. My brother has defeated Lord Yoshinaka. The war between the Genji is over. All that is left are the
そうだな。
Heike.
だが今はゆっくり休もう。
Right, but for now, let's get some
それ
rest.
からまた一緒に
Make it
頑
sound
張れ
like
ば
it's
いい。
easy. Make it sound so easy. And then we'll finish this together. Will we? Seppuku, that's what I meant to say. Yes, thank you. Thank you for knowing what I meant to say. Oh shoot, I forgot to do something. Oh well. I'll get around to it.
忘れるなよ。俺を殺した。
We are having flashbacks 10 seconds later by a Genji. He's like, wish that girl's not a Genji. That's not my sister. Chapter 8. Hey, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can reach chapter 9. Oh, I hit a button. I don't know what button it was, but it was a button. After the battle of Seta and Uji, Yoritomo's army defeated the rest of Yoshinaka's army. The army met us in Kyoto, and we were reunited with the Benkai and the others for the first time in a long time.
誠大義であった。
You've done very well.
もったいなきお言葉。
Your words are too
今日
kind.
の都はそなたらの噂で持ちきりだ。藤川では平家を任し、世田川では狼藉者の義仲を討ち取ったと。
The capital is abuzz with rumors about you. Of the Fuji River, he defeated the Heike. On the Sete River, he killed Yoshinaka. Look at you, murder king.
その手腕、見事としか言いようがない。
Out here slaughtering people.
表を上げよ。
But it's in the name of progress, so it's not a crime. Your skill, I can only call it brilliant. Now everyone raise your heads. Yes, sir.
義経も以前にも増して良き面構えになったな。
Yoshitsune, you are looking well. I heard you
こたびの
contributed
戦でも軍の勝利に貢
to the
献
victory
した
in the
と聞
battle
いて
as well. Thank you, Your Highness. However, with all due respect, I'd like to say that it was Shungen and the others helped immensely.
ほう
Is that so? Thanks to his resourcefulness, we were able to defeat the enemy quickly without causing too much damage to the capital. Yoshitsune, stop complimenting me. I don't want people to know my name, even though I look like I have basically the same hair color as this guy. Different eye colors, though. Same hair that like fades into the wind, honestly.
そうであったか。ならばこの場にいるのも当然と言えよう。
I see. In that case,
Shungen.
Shungen,
そなたもようやった。
you have done well.
は
Thank you, Your Highness.
それにしても、やはりこれは血筋なのか。こうも優秀な兄弟が揃うとは。
Is something in your blood? Wink, wink. Perhaps even still, is there something in your blood? I never thought I'd see such a talented pair of
こ
brothers.
れならば、
Oh,
平家を討伐し、
wink, wink.
世の乱れを収める日も近そうだ。
Soon the day will come when the Heike will be defeated and the chaos and disorder they have sown along
Right.
with them. It'll be for the
Isso.
best.
精進
Boy,
ああ、楽しみにしておる。
I'm very much looking
よ
forward
り
to
と
it.
もに義経。そなたら兄弟ならば、どちらが棟梁となっても、源氏
Yoritomo
の未来も明
and
るいであ
Yoshitsune,
ろう。
whichever of you become the leader of the Minamoto clan, the future will be bright. She's like, oh, I'm the baby. I would never. The abruptness of the Emperor's words delayed my response. My brother's stone cold expression did not even
確か
flinch.
に義経は我が弟ながら類いまれなる才を持っているようです。
Yeah, it's called lipstick. Indeed, my brother Yoshitsune seemed to possess rare talent. Lip gloss. Would you like some? Brother, I'm nothing without you. The victories we've won so far have only been possible because your leadership.
謙遜せずともよい。
She's like, boy, you're gonna get me
頼
killed.
朝もそなたを頼もしく思うているではないか。
I hope someone thinks or mistakes Shungen. Technically speaking, I think in Ben K's story, when we first meet the brothers, they start talking to Shungen and acting like Shungen is us. And they called us a girl. They're like, oh well, that's a girl, and you're the guy. No need to be modest. See, Yoritomo thinks you're very special too.
天の意志
She's like,
とは不思
please
議でな。
stop trying to get me killed. She's like, I don't want to
時に
die here.
本人の思いとは関係なく大きな役目を担うことがある。
The will of heaven is a mystery. Sometimes we are destined to play a very big role regardless of how we style
そう
ourselves.
源氏の棟梁となり武門の頂に
Just
座する
pray,
逸話
girl,
もしかり
pray.
それが
So, who is the
誰にある
man
かは
who will lead
天
Minamoto?
のみぞ知ることよ
Who will claim for himself the name of Genji? Heaven only knows. She's like,
いずれに
stop.
せよ我が願いは平家が消えることそなたらの活躍を願ってやまぬ
In any case, my wish is for the Heike to be dispatched as soon as
源
possible.
頼朝並びに義経俊元そなたらに平家追討を命ずよいな
Yoritomo, Yoshitsune, and Shungen, I order you to wipe out the Heike. Is that clear? As if that's like an easy task.
義経信玄謁見ご苦労だった
Yoshitsune, Shungen, thank you for today. It was we who should be thanking you. I didn't expect His Highness to have such high praise for me of me. I promise to devote myself to be an even greater use to you.
私の役に
Of use
か
to me? Yes.
お前の心は分かった期待している
I understand. I'm depending on you. Yes. My brother's words were plain, but I was genuinely happy when I realized he was depending on me.
それにしてもお相手が法皇様となると緊張しっぱなしになるな
Even so, it's only natural to be nervous when talking to His Highness. Right. I still can't believe we've had the chance to have an audience with
しか
him.
し今回の活躍が認められたからこそ正式な平家討伐の命を賜った
Thanks to that, we now
そこ
have
は誇れるか
direct orders to go and attack the Heike. How do you feel about that? Well, we'll just have to work hard to meet his expectations. First, we'll need to have a strategy meeting to discuss the last battle. As I counted down the list of things we had to do, Shungen suddenly raised an
ちょっと待
eyebrow.
て手首のあたりに血
Your
が
wrist
滲
is
んでいる
bleeding.
ぞ
Why? I didn't notice. I thought I patched this up after the battle. The bleeding was almost stopped. I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry so much.
バカを言うな可能しないよう戻ったら軟膏を塗ろ
Why am I bleeding, bro? Don't be stupid. We'll put some ointment on it when we get back, so it doesn't get infected. Ointment? It's not a bit much.
うお前が無頓着すぎるんだよ
You're too careless sometimes. Well, maybe it's because I'm a
無
carefree
傷でいるなん
individual.
て土台無理な話だがなるべく傷は残したくない
I get that it's impossible for you to stay completely unharmed, but you don't want any unnecessary scars now, do you?
とりあ
What
え
if
ずし
you
っか
want
り
to
止
get
血をしな
married
いと
someday? Girls can't
す
have
ぐに終わるから
scars.
じっとしていろ
Let's stop the bleeding for now. Just hold tight. I'm gonna get a CG of him touching me.
ああ
Am I gonna start blushing randomly? Shingen's words reminded me of that moment back at the end. His gentle hand touching me, the soft, beautiful voice. It's okay, Shingen. Look, the bleeding has stopped.
そうは言っても信用できないこら勝手に手を離すな
This man without any pupils, like, you say that, but I just don't believe you. Stop fidgeting. Brother?
まあ傷ぐらいあった方が男は箔がつくというものかあまり目くじらを立てるのも良くない
I
な
guess the scar isn't the end of the world. What's a man without a few scars, right? Am I right, bro? Right.
信玄以前から思っていたがお前は義経に対し干渉が過ぎる
That's what you do when you love somebody. I mean, Shingen, I've always thought you've interfered too much with
小さな傷ま
Yoshitsune.
で気にするなどその態度は主人に対するものというより
A
姫
small
君に
scar
対す
like
るさ
that. It's like you're taking care of a princess and not your lord.
申し訳ございません
You're right. Terribly sorry. Brother, it's fine. I don't mind. Shingen's been like this since we were kids.
では姫君のような扱いをお前は受け入れると
So you're saying you're okay with being treated like a princess? My breath caught in my throat as I looked into my brother's eyes. It was as if he could see through everything. No, as a man, I should not accept it. You're right,
お前
brother.
は元服した侍だ。そのことを忘れるな。
Having gone through the Genpuku ceremony, which we breezed through, by the way, but yet not these fight scenes. We didn't even have the ceremony. We just said it happened. I don't want to hit the wrong button. You're a Genji. Don't forget that, bro. Don't forget who you are. Having said that, my brother threw his gaze in the direction of the Tobadi Palace, changing his focus on the
明日より
conversation.
平家追悼の準備に入る。指揮は影時に任せるのがいいだろう。
Tomorrow we'll be quietly trying to reach for a blanket. We'll begin the preparation for the expulsion of the Heike. I will leave the commanding of the Newman to Sir Kagetoki.
お前たちは先に戻り、将たちを集めておけ。揃い次第、
I just want to stretch
軍
out
議で
my
流れ
legs
を決める。
and cover my toesies with a blanket, bro. I just want so little in life. And instead, my foot starts to cramp because I stretched out my foot that's been curled up for a minute. Oh my god. You two go back together to and gather the generals. As soon as they are ready, we'll have a meeting to decide how to proceed. Yes, sir. Shungen, let's go. My voice catches in my throat. It's because I'm literally feeling my leg cramp. You know when you stretch and all of a sudden it turns into a friggin' Charlie horse? It's time for an all-out war against the Heike. For that, I have to act as a man. If they know I'm a woman, they won't allow me to lead the troops. I wanted to avoid that fate. Above all, I don't want to disappoint my brother. Always happens around my ankle. That is quite literally where it's happening right now. That's why I'm like, I clenched my fist and kept moving. I get those cramps, and I had this happen. This happened. Stop knowing that I'm a girl, okay? Just quit making it so obvious that you know. When we went tubing, I got like a cramp because like you're sitting in a tube, right? So my legs started to cramp, but my legs are. I have to stand, but I couldn't. So I had a cramp for like a good 10 minutes, which they're not fun to have for a minute or even 30 seconds. Before like we actually were in an area where you could stand up because I had to stand up to like stretch the cramping muscle out. Oh my god. Did I enjoy tubing? No. Then I ended up with a bunch of burns.
いくら武勇に優れているとはいえ、あの姿、考えすぎか。
No matter
それ
how
とも
good he is at martial arts, that figure, that frame is perhaps I'm thinking too much. No, you know exactly what she is.
私には妹などおらぬ。
I don't have a
い
sister,
るのは弟のみ。
only a brother. Oh, that means he knows. That means he knows that he has a brother and not a sister. He knows that it can't be a sibling in hiding their gender.
弟。
And yet, mm, mm, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Go on, say it. Say it. Vampire. A few days later, from the mansion we had leased from the imperial court, we were making preparations to expel the Heike. We had to lease it? This guy wants us to kill all of the Heike and he's making us pay? There was a lot of work to be done, recruiting more soldiers, restocking weapons, gathering information. Greed. It's what makes the world go round. Shungen, my horse's saddle strap broke. Do you have a replacement?
確かこの辺りにあった。これを使ってくれ。
I think I have one around here. Use this. Thanks.
それにしても蔵の紐は予備が少ないな。町へ調達に行った方がいいかもしれない。
We don't seem to have a lot of spare saddle straps. We should make sure to procure some from town. I want to Google how easy it is to break a saddle strap. How is this like that big a deal? In that case, let's buy them in bulk. The people in town could use the money.
ああ、木曽殿が撃たれたことで都も少し落ち着きを見せ始めたよな。
Since Yoshinaka has been defeated, the capital has started to calm down a bit, hasn't it?
民に乱暴を働く輩がおらぬだけでも
Wee.
ひとまずは安心といったところであろ
A representative from the violent, from the, oh god, a reprieve. representative. They have a representative for that? A reprieve from the violence in the streets alone must have calmed them greatly. I guess so. The capital under the Heike and later under Yoshinaka was truly a pitiful sight. This place was a complete disaster when I left. The people are much happier living in peace. Now the people and my mother should be able to live safely. Let's go talk to your mom.
しかし、きっと
Let's
ゴブ
go
ロ
say
ーは
hi to your
トドの
mama,
ご
the
活躍を
mama who
何
didn't
より喜
even
ば
bother
れているので
talking
しょ
to
う。
you or apologizing for like tricking you into thinking that you were her child. I'm sure Gobodo is overjoyed with your success. Gobodo. Honorific title used to pay respect. Your mom does not give two flying fucks about you because she's not your mom. I couldn't have done this alone. Shungen, Shungen and you all were all vital to our
何
success.
をおっしゃるのですか。法皇様からお褒めの言葉を賜るなど。
What are you
めったにあることで
saying?
は
It
ござ
was
いますまい。
you who received a direct compliment from His Highness. And then she goes,
弁慶
all
の言う通り
shucks.
かと。私たちも殿に堂々していた兵から言ったでのご活躍
The
をしかと聞きまし
1600s,
た。
am I right? Ben K's right. We've heard many a story of your heroism and bravery from the soldiers who accompanied you in
活
battle.
躍といえば春元もだろう。敵の士気を落とすために剣伝を提案したとか。
Don't forget it was Shungen who suggested the propaganda campaign.
その知略、武芸に秀でた義経様と組めばまさに最強という感じがするな。
Shungen's brain paired with the Lord Yoshitsune's sword, that's an unbeatable pair.
うん。殿の一の家来である拙者としては少々悔しいところもあるが。
Unbeatable's a bit. As Lord Chanel's first and still best vassal, I say. Did you just call him a vassal? He said he's not one.
主を
Oh gosh, you know what? I'm not mad that I skipped Benkai like that. That was an accident, but as someone once said, happy accident. Unbeatable, it is a bit first vassal. You've done well, Shungen. I'm glad you could learn to make so much from my superb leadership and example. You don't have to hit me on the back.
さすが弁慶、剛腕だな。
Make sure you don't break him, Benkei.
しかし、
Hmm.
弁慶の気持ちは痛いほどわか
I
る。
didn't like it. I didn't like how it
俺
sounded.
たちも春元を見習わねば、家来としての面目が立たん。
Benkei's not wrong. Shungen's done a great job helping our lord. We've got a lot to learn from his example.
では春元を見習って
Yes.
我らも兵法を片っ端から読み倒してみよ
A
うか。
great idea. Why don't you start by reading The Art of War cover to cover?
いや、それはちょ
No!
っと。
Well, that's
おお、それは明暗だ。
outstanding idea, Lord Suganobu.
弁慶、まさか読む気か。
You're not seriously going to read this thing, are you?
当然であろう。
Of
拙者の
course.
言葉に二言はない。さあ、忠
My
信
word
殿も
is
共
my
に励も
bond.
うぞ。
Come, Tadanobu, let's get started right away. I'm counting on you two. Shungen and I, an unbeatable pair. Indeed, I can't tell how many times Shungen quick thinking has saved my life since we left. I've always been able to rely on him, but his performance in battle has been remarkable. I'm glad we're on the same side.
それは俺も同じ
That's
気
how
持
I
ちだ
feel too. Really?
しかし
I'm
今回はお前の方が
blushing. Look
俺
at
より
me.
ずっと頑張ったと思うぞ
I've been really impressed with you
戦はも
too.
ちろん義仲のことを探りに行った時だって苦労したろ
The road's been rough.
普段と違いあの格好は
With you going undercover to get the information from Yoshinaka and that dress, Shungen?
いや
No,
なんでもない
it's nothing. Never mind.
とにかくお前の尽力があったからこそ俺も力を発揮できたということだ
The only reason I was able to help was because you got us the information we needed to succeed. In that case, I guess we'll just have to keep fighting together.
あそうだな
I guess so.
なんだろう。悔しいと思う一方、なんだか微笑ましく見えてきた。
It's weird. I'm jealous, but also kind of happy for them? What is that?
拙者もだ。
I feel the same way.
親のような心持ち。
かもしれないな。
It's like we're watching them grow up or something. Sorry if I keep talking like this. We'll never finish. Can you all handle the rest of the work here? My brother asked me to do inventory of the warehouse over there.
ならば拙者が友をいたしましょうか。
No problem, my lord. I can handle this on my own. That's okay, Benkei. It will be faster if everyone works together.
承知いたしました。
Yes, sir.
では皆再開しよ
Back to work. And they go, hi hi.
義経、
Yotsune. What's wrong?
報告に行くときは俺も同行する。終わったらそっちへ行くから待っていてくれ。
When you go to report to your brother, I'll go with you. I'll head over to the warehouse when we're done. You think I'm going to miscount? I'll be fine. Don't worry so much.
いや、違うんだ。
It's not that.
鳥羽離宮からの帰り道、頼朝殿と話しただろう。あの時、お前の秘密に気づいている気がして。
When we talked to Lord Yoritomo on the way back from Tobadi Palace, I felt like he knew your secret.
お前のことだ。大切な兄に嘘をつき続けるのは
I know
心
it
が
must
痛ん
be
だ。
heartbreaking to keep lying to your brother.
だが、たとえ疑われているとしても、隠し通せるならそうすべきだと思う。
Even if he suspects something, if we can keep hiding it, I think we should. I know if he finds out here, I'll lose his trust and it will cause chaos in the ranks. At least until the war with the Heike are over, I'll keep wielding my sword as Lord Yoritomo's brother. Shungen nodded quietly at my words.
今やお前は頼朝殿の弟であると同時に立派な源氏の将なのだからな。
Now, not only are you Lord Yoritomo's brother, but you're also a renowned general of the Minamoto clan.
それを抜きにしても
Even without that,
本当は知られたくないが。
it would be best to keep the secret. Shungen?
いや、とにかくお互い気をつけよう。
It's nothing. Either way, let's both be careful. Right. Suspicious. Let's see. We have some bags of rice, some spears. The warehouse was nothing but a messy pile of cluttered supplies, and I began checking them one by one. This one's a little heavy. What's inside?
う。義経、
Yoshitsune. Yoshitsune? I'm trying to say it right.
Hitori.
Brother, are you alone? Yes, there's more cargo outside, so I asked the others to take care of that. Maybe it's because of the conversation I just had with Shungen, but I got a really uneasy feeling. Stay calm. So why are you here, brother?
なくしてしまった書があってな。ここに紛れていないか。
Well,
探
there's a
しに
book
来た。
I've lost. I came to see if it got mixed up in here. I see. In that case, let me help you look. My brother's acting as if everything's normal. Perhaps Shungen and I were just overthinking? Brother. He just like grabs her chest. Suddenly, my brother appeared right in front of me and had forcefully grabbed my wrist. Hey, what are you
見た
doing?
目にたがわず細いな。
You really are as thin as you look. I'm what?
他に誰がいる？
What else are you hiding? He continued his aggressive approach, and the distance between us decreased. I was totally trapped, unable to move. I tried my best not to panic while looking for an opportunity to leave. I guess I'm pretty slender compared to the others, but I've been eating double rations lately. And when I was being raised at Korama, I was always told I didn't eat enough and it might stunt my growth.
そう。
And,
だがそれにしても、
is that so? Even so.
細すぎはしまいか。
You're too thin, aren't you? His other hand made its way around my waist, and a chill ran through me. I was at a loss for words. What is this? What should I
私が
do?
何を言いたいか、分かっているだろう。
You know what I'm going to
Yoshitsune.
say, don't you?
お前は
Yotsutsune, are you?
義経、
Yosune is what he's saying. I don't know. Yosune. Bite me, bro. At that moment, my brother's hand loosened slightly. Reflexively, he stepped back and Shungen got between
頼
us.
朝殿、手当てなら俺がします。
Lord Yoritomo, allow me to take
心
care of
配する
this.
な。怪我はしていない。
Don't worry, nobody's
そう
hurt.
ですか。手首を掴んでいたので、てっきりそうなのだとばかり。
You were grabbing his wrist. What were you doing? There was a long silence as the tension in the room built to a fever pitch, and just before it broke, I hurriedly shouted, Brother, if I find your book, I'll bring it to you when I deliver the inventory report. Just leave this all to me.
分かった。では頼んだ。
Yeah, also, look at you. Look how thin you are. Like, look at that waist, sir. I see in that case.
まさか行った直後に出会うとは。
I never thought he'd confront you so soon. Sorry, Shungen, but you really saved me there.
助かっただって。
Saved you.
助かってなどいない。
He knew,
お
right?
前を完全
He
に女として見ていた。
totally knows. No, that's not. Sorry? Why?
ないと言い切れるのか。こんな風に迫られて。
He has to know, otherwise he wouldn't have confronted you like this. Like this? Are you reenacting it? This is what I look like? I want the CG. Show me the CG or it didn't happen.
ここに来
Shingen.
た時、頼朝殿がお前を抱きしめているように見えた。
When I came in here, it looked like Lord Yori told me he was holding you in
腰
his
に手が回
arms.
っていて、顔を覗き込んだ。あれでなぜ女
He
だと
was
見てい
touching
な
and
いと。
staring at you. Why wouldn't he see you as a woman? One of Shingen's hands moved along with his words. My heartbeat jumped as he traced the contours of my hip. We were close enough to feel each other's breath. I felt myself gasp as I
死
looked
の
into
そう
his
だった兄
eyes.
だから。警戒心を解いてしまうのはわかる。だが相手は男だ。
I know your blood brother. I know. Let me erase that man's touch by doing the same thing. One of my least favorite tropes, honestly. I don't like it. You let your guards down. He's
義仲
also
も
a
頼朝殿
man.
もそう見ていたからお前に触れた。わかっているはずだ。
Yoshinaka and Lord Yoritomi touched you because of how they saw you. You know that, don't you? Min. Min. Honestly, girl, same. Yeah, Min. The one who's touching me now, it isn't Yoshinaka or Yoritomi, and it's Shungen. So what are you trying to say? I thought I understood, but in the end I didn't. My heart
男に
sank.
簡単に気を許さないでくれ。
When you're with a man, you've got to be
ど
more
んなに
careful.
剣技に優れていようと、どんなに勇ましい心を持っていようと、
No matter how good you are with the sword, no matter how brave your heart is. Well, the thing is, like, she's not a man, right? So she has to worry about, like, certain things.
お前は
It's
女
fine.
なんだから。
You're also beautiful. Sir! Did you push him? Did you kick him between the legs? The tension in the room broke and Shungen's body fell away from mine.
悪かった。急にあんなことをして。
I'm sorry, it was wrong of me to get so upset.
お前を見つけた瞬間、頭が真っ白になった。
When moment I found you, my mind went
もう
blank
少
like
し
I had
危
to
機
do
感を持って
something.
くれ。
Anything. We're also having a very loud conversation in a room that may not be secure. Shungen. There was nothing I could do. Sorry, I've been careless lately. I'm sorry, you just told me to be more careful. I didn't think he'd go that far. I let my carelessness get the better of me. If you hadn't shown up, I don't know what I would have done. Thank you.
いや、俺も少し
He
き
needs
つ
to
く言い
just
過ぎた。
interrogate the both of
頼
you.
朝殿相手では、うまくかわすのも難しい。
I'm sorry, I was a little too hard on you. Lord Yoritomo's very perceptive. He's not an easy one to deceive.
お前ばかりを責め
And
る
you
のは
have
間違ってる。
lipstick and
俺こそすまなかった。
eyelashes that are like 5 centimeters long. I don't know. It was wrong to put the blame on you. I'm sorry about that.
もう少し早く駆けつけられたらよかったな。
I shouldn't have left you alone here.
俺は、頼朝殿には何か思うところがあると思ってい
I
るんだ。
think Lord Yoritomi has something on his mind. Yeah, you're his brother and he knows it, but he doesn't want to say it because that's weird to be like, actually, guys, I know I don't have a sister. I just think you should know I don't have a sister. He should just say that. You know something? I like how I know I have a brother. Leave it that. Like, does she even have a family? What do you mean?
はっきりとはわからない。だが今日にやってきてから、
I don't know
ずっと不安がつきまとう。
for sure, but ever since we've come to Kyoto, I've had an uneasy feeling
頼
around
朝
him.
殿は冷静に迷いなく義仲を撃った。 法王様の命だったとしても
Lord Yoritomi
同
killed
じ源氏だった相手をだ。
Lord Yoritomi killed Yoshinaka without hesitation, even if it was on the emperor's orders. He was family. Estranged.
あの
That's
冷淡さ、お前が女だと知れたとき、どう反応されるのか見当がつかない。
that's calculated cold-heartedness. I have no idea how he'll react if he finds out you're a
こ
woman.
のままではいずれ、お前がよからぬことに巻き込まれてしまう気がするんだ。
But if we don't do something about this, I'm worried you're going to get caught up in something dangerous sooner or later. My brother is a good man. He wouldn't let anything bad happen to us. At Kida Izumi, we swore to join my brother and fight with him to make the world right. You remember that promise, don't you?
ああ、誓った。
I remember.
あの言葉は本心だ。
And I meant what I
で
said.
もそれだけじゃない。俺はお前を戦から解放したいんだ。
But can't you see I'm trying to get you out of this war? Get me out!
お前の役目も、それを全うせんとする思いも分かっている。
I know your role and your desire to fulfill it.
それに延々と縛られなくてもいいはずだ。
We shouldn't have to be tied to this war forever.
世が平和になれば、お前は自由になれる。だから一刻も早く戦を終わらせたい。
When this is over, I want you to be free. That's why I want to end the war as soon as possible. With a heaviness in the air, Shungen's voice echoed in my
お願い
ear.
だ。俺の今の言葉を
Please, I just want you to keep that, what I said in. Keep in mind what I
幼い頃
said.
よりお前と育ってきたよしみとして。
As someone who has known you for a long time, please. Shungen said those final words in a stifled voice before bowing his head and leaving the room. Shungen starts screaming at Shungen! A few weeks later, just weeks and weeks and weeks go by. It's been 5 years, guys. We're all packed up and ready to go. We can head out to hunt down the Hekken whenever.
ご苦労だった。
Excellent work.
出立の日取りを兵に知らせておけ。
Once it's been decided, please inform the soldiers of the date of departure. Yes, sir. It was decided that the departure would take place in 2 days. Finally, the war against the Hekke could actually begin.
備蓄の管理は引き続き任せる。
I'll continue to manage the stockpile.
義経と共にお前も指揮を取れ。
Yoshitsune, you and Shungen are in charge of managing the troops.
かしこまりました。
Yes, sir.
それから
Additionally, I watched as my brother continued talking to Shungen. Since the incident in the warehouse, my brother hasn't said a word about it. Does that mean that he doesn't care anymore? I sure wish that was the case.
義経、
Yoshitsune.
出
Yoshine.
立前に馬の調子を見ておきたい。弁慶たちに任せていいか？
I want to know the condition of the horses before we head out. Can Benkei and the others handle that? Yeah. And things with Shungen have been awkward since that day as well. I wanted to be able to talk with him like normal, but every time I had a chance, I remembered his words on that day.
義経、
Yoshine. Yes.
先日情報収集の折に噂を聞いた。
I heard a rumor for the other day from one of my spies. A
お
rumor?
前の母、常盤御前は今日の外れで保護されている。
Your mother, Lady Tokugawa Gozen, is safe and living on the outskirts of Kyoto.
頼朝殿、そ
Lord
れは本
Yoritomo,
当
is
で
that
すか？
true?
間違いない。都落ちの際、義仲軍の襲撃を恐れ、都の外に出たようだ。
It seems that when the city fell, she fled for fear of being attacked by Yoshinaka's
今は
army.
夫側の演者を頼り、小さな屋敷に身を寄せている。
What's a small mansion? What's a small mansion? She's hiding out in a small mansion residing with her husband's family. The outskirts of Kyoto. My mother is there and she's safe. I breathed a sigh of relief when I heard about her whereabouts, but then
私は常盤御前のもとへ行く。義経、お前は友をせよ。
I'm going to see Lady Tokugawa. Yoshine, you will accompany me. My mother was crying the last time she saw me. I can't bear the heartache again.
それと春元、
Shungen,
お前も来い。
you're coming too. What?
俺も？
Me too?
すぐに出立する。支度をせよ。
We'll be leaving quickly. Soon, get ready quickly. My brother left the room without waiting for a reply. There was simply no way to refuse him. All we could do was hurry on our feet to prepare for whatever lies ahead. Come what may. I dropped my snack. I don't want to pick it up. I'll get another one. My sister got Easter candy, I guess. I don't know where she got it. But it's Reese's. That's all that matters. Is my mother really here? Is this a mansion? This looks like a farmhouse. We finally reached the mansion where my mother was staying. Will you and my brother be able to meet? Will you and my brother? Who's you? Will the three of us be able to talk together? Will you? I hope we can have a nice visit together. I don't want anyone to be sad again. It's gonna be you,
行
girl.
くぞ
Let's go. I followed my brother and took one step forward. I heard a small voice and a little ball rolled out of the gate of the mansion. Who are you guys? That voice. I heard that voice before. This boy is the boy my mother was talking to the first time Shungen and I came to Kyoto.
若君、どうされたのです？外に出てはなります。
My son, don't go outside the gate.
なぜここへ？私たちに何の用が？
Why have you come here? What do you want from us?
時は午前だな
Tokuwa goes in.
どなたですか？私はもう源氏とは縁を。
Who are you? I no longer have any connection to the Genji. My mother had a frightened look on her face, and then she froze.
あなたは
You're
ここで会うことになる
why
なん
have
て。
you come here?
常盤様一体どうされたのです？
Lady Tokuwa, what's wrong?
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。でも
I'm sorry, but Again, mother looked at Shungen. Why is she only looking at him when I'm her child? Not at me, but at Shungen. Why?
やはりか
So it's true then, brother.
その取り乱しをやはり
With your visible
Shungen.
distress, it's Shungen, isn't it?
もしやあなたは
And you are.
源義朝が三男頼朝だ
Yoritomo Minamoto, third son of Yoshitomo Minamoto.
これ以上は隠し通せぬ
No more
全て話
lies.
せ
Tell me everything.
私は
Please, just
言わぬと申すか
nothing to
Marava.
say. Very well then. My brother's gaze turned to the young boy standing beside him.
やめて。若君には手を出さないで。
Leave him alone.
では話せ
Speak.
わかりました。すべてお話しいたします。
I'll tell you everything. Yeah, you better. Start from the beginning. But, like, make the flashbacks fast. Mother told the young boy to play in the other room and invited us in. Her face was pale and drenched in a cold
この
sweat.
秘密は誰にも話すことなく、メイドまで持っていこうと決めていたのに、
I had planned to take this with me to
あ
the
の
grave.
時、私はああするしかなか
At
った
the。time, I had no choice. I did what I was told.
ならば形見など残さぬことだ
You were told to leave no trace, I assume. That's... No trace? What are you talking about? My brother's gaze turned to Shungen, to be precise, to Shungen's waist and the sword he
そ
carried
の
there.
太刀は重成のものではない私の父
That
義
sword
朝のものだ
did not belong to Shiginata. It belonged to my father, Yoshitomo.
重成の
は形見であるこの太刀に
Oh my god, we do not do
さ
past.
ように
Not.
いや
No. My father's sword, then why is Shungen wearing it? This girl is so slow. A cold chill slowly began to grow in the pit of my stomach. A feeling of fear and despair enveloped my whole
それ
body.
でお気づきになったのですね。
So that's how you found
確か
me.
にあの太刀は義朝様のもの。あれだけは俊元に残してあげたかった。
That sword belonged to Lord Yoshitomo. That is why I wanted to leave it for Shungen.
時は様
Tokuga.
俊元、あなたは源重成の子として
Until
今まで
now,
育てられてきた。
you've been raised as the child of Shiginata Minamoto.
しかし私が義朝様との間に産んだのはそこにいるものではなく
The child
あ
I
なたなのです。
bore for Yoshitomo is not the one there, it's you. What? Whoa! Oh my god! I didn't see that coming. For a moment, I couldn't understand my mother's words. All I could hear was the loud ringing in my ears. Impossible. Shungen is my mother's child. Please stop it. She's not your mother. That doesn't make sense.
どういうことですか
What are you
あ
saying?
なたを産んだ直後、義朝様は平治の乱にて亡くなられました。
Just after
そして
giving birth to you,
私は清盛殿の妾となった。
Lord Yoshitomo died during the Heiji Rebellion, and I became Kiyomori's
しか
concubine.
し平家に行く以上、源氏の棟梁の子であるあなたを育てることはできなかった。
As long as I was part of the house of Heike, I couldn't raise you as a child of the leader of the
これでは
Genji.
清盛殿に殺されかねない。そう思っていたら、
So Kiyomori was out to kill all the children of Genji.
策を与えた者がいたか
Did someone help you?
はい。私は俊元をどうしても生かしたかった。
I want to keep Shingen
Desu
safe, so I took up that person's offer.
誰だ
Who
池
helped
の
you?
善人様です。
Lady Zini,
清盛の義母か
Kiyomori's stepmother.
はい。池の善人様がどこかから連れてきた名も知らぬ赤子を義朝様の子として。
Lady Zeni brought a nameless baby from somewhere and named it as Lord Yoshimoto's.
そして俊元を重成殿の子として鞍馬へと託すようにと言われました。
She told me to entrust Shingen to Kodama as Lord Shiginata's child. Mother, stop calling her mother! God, I wanted to cover my ears, but I lacked the energy. My chest felt heavy, and soon it became difficult to breathe. Even the voice of my mother faded into the distance, because she's not your mom. She is. How are you not understanding? No, not my mom. Lady Tokuwa is Shungen's mom. Because after all, I'm not Yoshitsune. I'm not even Shinao. And that means Lord Yoritomo isn't my brother. I have no one, nothing, no family at all. I'm all alone. Shungen. Suddenly I felt something strong grab onto my shoulder. It was Shungen, who was propping me up with his arms. I'm sighing so much. You're like, wow. Who could have saw this coming in like the first chapter before this chapter even started? I wanted to grab him back to pull myself up, but I couldn't.
もう十分でしょう。これ以上お話しすることはありません。
I think that's it, isn't it? I have nothing else to tell you about me.
私は我が子が生きてさえいれば会津ともよかった。それなのに。
Sometimes I think Atome games think we're like 12-year-olds. I think it does. Typically, think about like young adult novels, right? Typically when you were reading them and you were yourself a young adult, thus a 17-year-old seemed old to you. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what am I too old for Atome? Atome is not mature enough for me. All I wanted was for my son to live, even if I could never see
最
him.
後に一つ義経として育てられたこの者の出自は
What's the origin of the one who was raised as Yoshitsune?
私は何も知りません。池の善人様が連れてきたのです。
I'm afraid I don't know anything else other than what I've told you. Lady Ikino Zeni brought me the girl.
女児であったそのものを男として育てるよう鞍馬に頼めと。
They told me to
So I
ask
did.
Kodama to raise her as a boy. Tears began to pour from her eyes. Seeing those tears alone was enough to make my heart ache anew. She doesn't know anything about me. I don't know anything about me.
俊元、どうか許して。私は 何としてでもあなた
Shungen,
を生かし
please
たかった
forgive
ので
me.
す。
I wanted to keep you alive, to keep you safe no matter
池
what.
の善人様の言葉におすがりしてその通りにするしか。
I had to do exactly what Lady Ikinozani told me, that there was no other way. Lady Tokawa's sobs echoed through the room. All I could do was stay frozen in Shungen's arms. I knew that if I moved, I would collapse. If I opened my mouth, I would scream. So I stayed still and I stayed silent. A few days
ここ
later,
までは予定
gosh,
通りの
time,
進
man.
軍だ。遅れず進め。
So far, the march is on schedule. Keep up and keep moving.
いよいよ平家追討だ。気合を入れろ。
The Heike will be defeated. Let's get him. That's right. We left the capital to hunt down Heike. What? When did we leave? My memory has been foggy ever since. It's because you have depression, girlfriend.
はい。そして
We need to stop with these flashbacks. My whole life has been a lie. Chanel, the person I'd been since birth, it was all a lie, all an illusion. Just who the hell am I? What the hell am I? If Lady Tokawa doesn't know the answer to that question, it's likely no one does. I don't know what to believe in anymore. It was like my whole life was, my entire being was suddenly empty.
義経殿。
I'd probably disassociate and go numb if I learned that too. Yeah, also, why haven't they come out clean? Lord Yoshitsune? Who is that? Can't be me. Is everything
い
alright?
え、何度かお呼びかけしたのですが、お答えにならなかったので。
I called your name several times and you didn't respond. That's because it's not my name. Sorry, I was thinking for a bit.
お加減が悪いので
Are you feeling alright? You look
顔色もあ
rather
まり良くな
pale.
いようです。
確かにな。
Time to cut our
今
hair.
日は早めに陣営を張るよう。
Actually, it's the
影時殿に
opposite.
進言し
It's
よう。
time to get extensions and make our hair super cute and be super cute. Let's ask Sir Kagatoki to set up camp early today. I'll be fine, really. I'm sorry for making you worry. Benkei and the others looked as though they had something they wanted to say, but I quickly turned my gaze away from them. I don't know how to talk to them anymore. They pledged their loyalty to an heir to the Genji name, technically a man, and yet the Genji Yotsune they pledged themselves to was nothing but a lie. Ugh, the glare of the sun ray momentarily blinds me. Oh my god, Rapunzel arc. And they can put her in a tower because she's sad and she has depression now and she just wants to eat cabbages, I'm sure. Look out. When I came to, I found myself wrapped in someone's arms. When I realized it was Shungen, my body tensed up. I'm like, Your Majesty! Sorry, thanks.
顔色が真っ青だぞ。
You look pale, you
何が
can't. I'm fine.
本当か。先日のことで無理しているなら。
Are you sure? If you're feeling overwhelmed. Actually, randomly. No, not info, not info, not this one. Not this. Flowchart. I want to see if that last chapter was... No, it's not. Interesting. I almost feel like we'd still have that same situation where we're trying to figure out our true identity. I said I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone?
だが、
But we're going to be late. Let's move.
義経様、出立してからどうにも様子がおかしいな。
Lord Yoshitsune has been acting strange ever since we left Kyoto.
俊元、
Shungen, did something happen between you two?
先ほども全く目を合わせていなかった。
You won't even look at each
野暮な
other.
ことかと思うが、喧嘩でもしたのか。
I know this is a bit rude, but did you two get into a fight?
喧嘩
A fight.
みたいな
I
ものかな。
guess you could say that.
何があったかは知らぬが、今は平家討伐を控えた大事な時期。
It's hard to say without knowing all of the details, but we need everyone's focus on defeating the Heike.
きちんと話し合って、わだかまりをなくしておかねばな
For
らない。
everyone's sake, Shungen.
俊元も分かっておるだろ
Please talk with our Lord and clear the air. You understand how important that is, right?
そうだな。
I
う。ど
know.
うしたのだ。
What is it?
俺が義経に何を言ったところで、傷つけるだけだろうと思ってな。
I'm worried whatever I say to Yoshitsune will only hurt him more.
俺には何もできないんだ。
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now.
なんだなんだ、心激臭い。殿なら謝れば許してくれるだろ
Shungen, cut it out. I'm sure that if you go to our Lord and apologize, he'll forgive
お
you.
前と義経様が仲良く笑っていないと俺たちの士気まで下がる。
If
だから
you
早く
and
元に戻
Lord
ってくれ。
Yoshitsune do not find a way to get along and laugh, it'll take a toll on morale, so hurry up and get back to normal.
そう
Right.
か
Guess I better just
ならば早く謝ら
man
ない
up
と
and
な
apologize. The typo's better though. Let's put a band-aid on an open wit. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. What if they just tell the truth? Why are they keeping it a secret still? Like, our brother found out, he knows the truth, he knows I am not who I thought I was, and I now know I'm not who I thought I was, and I have depression. Guess I better just man up and apologize. Ha 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 ha. Shungen. Sorry for
とに
not
かく
being what
の
you
んびり
thought I
話していて
was.
は私たちだけ遅れてしまう。急ぐぞ。
But keep chit-chatting like this, we're gonna be late. Let's get going, everyone.
な
Hey,
待ってくれ
brother,
兄ちゃ
wait
ん。
up.
喧嘩ならどんなに良かったか
How the hell am I supposed to fix this?
まさかあんな話になるなんてあの日頼朝殿が俺たちを同行させたのはほぼ確
Everything we
信
heard
してい
that
たから
day,
だろう
Lord Yoritomo knew exactly what Lady Tokugawa was going to say. That's why he wanted us to go to. Shungen's gaze turned to look behind him towards Lord Yoritomo.
だが女であり血のつながりがないならこれで良かったのかもしれない
But if she's a woman and not blood related to him, maybe this is for the
万が
best.
一源氏内で争いが起きたとしても
She won't get wrapped up in
あいつは
some
巻き込まれないん
conflict
だ
between the two Genji sons of Yoshitomo.
その役目は俺が引き受けるそれでいいんだ
That's fine, I'll take that role and she'll be safe.
何をしておる俊元。殿を追いかけるぞ。
Shungen, what are you doing?
ああ
Right.
頼朝様、この林を抜けたら平原だよ。今日はそこに陣を張るんだよね。
Hey, Yori told me once we get through these woods, we'll reach the plains. We'll set up camp there, right?
連日の進軍で兵の疲労が溜まってるし、各隊には交代で休憩を取らせておくね。
The soldiers are pretty wiped out from the daily march. It might be best to let them rest in shifts for the night, huh?
高綱その口調は直せと何度も言っているだろう。殿に対してあまりに失礼ではないか。
The Katsune. It's Lord Yoritomo, and hay is for horses. How much times do I have to told you to address your lord more formally?
頼朝様は気にしてないと思いますよ。
I don't think Yoritomo really cares, do you?
それに、大事なのは口調よりも働きです。その点、俺は間違いないですから。
It's what you say, not how you say it, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
自分で言うことか。
You're just talking in circles.
殿、陣営を整えましたら、我々は軍議に入りましょう。
My lord, once we have set up camp, I'll gather the generals for a strategy
出
session.
席する者はいつも通りに集めます。よろしいでしょうか。
May I presume that those who are attending will be unchanged? Is this where it's
そ
gonna
れ
be
で
like,
構わぬ。
that's fine, just don't bring my brother.
承知いたしました。
Thank you,
軍
lord.
議か。俺、前までは気難しい雰囲気が苦手だったけど、最近はちょっと楽しみなんだよね。
A military strategy meeting. I used to think those things, oh gosh, I used to hate those things. Always such a bore, but recently they've been a lot of fun.
楽しみなどと遊びではないのだぞ。
This isn't some game, you
わ
know.
かってますよ。
I know, I
で
know.
も、義経様や俊元がいると、いろんな策が出
But
てきて
Yoshitsune and
面白いな
Shungen
って
are always coming up with new and interesting techniques.
やっぱり頼朝様の弟だからかな。特に義経様は小さな体で敵を倒すところとか。
He's Lord Yoritomi's brother, after all. The way Yoshitsune takes down foes despite being so small, it's amazing.
義経か。 そうだ
Yoshitsune.
な。今まで同様。
Yes, let's continue to
Yoshitsune は
utilize
手駒として使わせて
Yoshune
もらう。
as we see fit. Yoshine. Over the next few days, we made steady progress. However, one day, while dragging my feet, I assume. When I opened my heavy eyelids, I could see the light of the midday sun streaming in from behind the cream-colored camp curtains. My body feels so heavy. What happened? That's right. I was trying to drink some water, but I dropped my bowl, and then
シャナ
Shana? Shungen?
すぐのむ殿にお前が倒れたと聞いた。すごい熱じゃないか。
Lord Suganobu told me you fell and you have extremely
水
high
は飲める
fever.
か。
Would
そ
you
れ
like
とも
some
横にな
water?
っている方が。
Or would you prefer to stay lying down? In a fevered daze, I raised my body at the side of Shungen. Ugh.
急に動くな。
Do you need
何か？
anything? No, I tried to move away from his hand as he reached for me, but I was too slow and his hand cradled my head back
待ってく
to the
れ。
bed.
嫌なら触れない。
Calm down.
だからこのままおとなしくしていてくれ。
I wanted to make sure you didn't bump your head. Will you please just go?
まだ俺と話すのは気まずいか。
You still won't talk
だ
to
が
me?
倒れたお前を放っておけない。この熱だっておそらく心労が原因だ。
I can't just leave you here. This fever's probably caused by the stress from that day. What?
ずっと悩んでいたんだろう。常盤様の話を聞いてからお前は一人で
Ever since
こ
that
うして
day,
倒れるまで
you've been troubled and you've been torturing yourself about it, and now
一人に
this.
してほしいと言われても無理やり話をすればよかった。
I should have forced myself to talk
お
to
前
you
が
about
ど
it
んなに
earlier.
苦しんでいるか。
I knew how much pain you were in. Shungen. The look of concern on Shungen's face made my heart ache. I don't need your pity, Shungen. I just don't know what to do. That's all. That's it. That's all. It's as simple as that, my guy. I just don't know. I'm not Yoshitsune Minamoto. I'm not Shinao. I don't know who I am, but I know I don't need your pity.
それ以上言うな。
Stop.
常盤様の話は辛かったと思う。だがそんな悲しいことは言わないでくれ。
Lady Tokua's story was painful, but don't say that you don't know who you are.
どこの生まれで誰の子かもわからない。今までの自分という存在が全て覆されてしまった。
It's true that you don't know where you were born or who your parents are. Everything you once knew has been turned
お前
upside
の受け
down.
た驚きと悲しみは俺が思っている以上だろ
The surprise and sorrow you're suffering is
Damn.
more than you can understand. Imposter syndrome, but also like you don't know who you are. She literally doesn't though, but like she doesn't. The surprise and sorrow you've suffered is more than I can understand. But Shungen's cool fingertips gently touched
う。
my
握って
hand.
も
May I? I felt Shungen wrap his cool hands around mine.
お前はちゃんとここにいる。
Okay.
源氏の御曹司ではないからといって消えたりしない。
I would almost say, I mean, it's different than imposter syndrome. She literally isn't who she thought she was. She may have trained like a ninja or a samurai. Oh god, sorry. I've been doing Homura too much. Oh my god. I know the difference. I know the difference. I know the difference. She may have trained like a samurai, but she's not the child she thought she was. You're here, right here, just because you weren't the person you thought you were. It doesn't make you any
俺
less
にとって
you.
お前は唯一無二だ。お前と
Being
一
with
緒にいら
you
れることが
is everything to
全てなんだよ。
me. You're the only one for me.
小さい
Everything.
頃からずっと見てきた。負けず嫌いで武芸に励むところも
I've been watching you since we were little. You who hates to lose, you have grown to become a fierce
人のこと
warrior.
を思う優しいところも男として生きようと努力するところも
You who shows your kindness every day to others. You who struggles to make your way in the world
それ
by
は全部
dominated men. It's you.
シャナ王という名を取ったとしてもお前は存在している。
Heir to the Genji or not, Shinao or not, you're still here. You're still you. Yeah, but what's my fucking name at this
そんなお
point?
前だからこそ愛しくて大切なんだ。
And it's because you are who you are that I dearly care for you so very much. Shungen. I can't believe you think of me that way. Overwhelmed with emotion, tears began to stream down my face. They fell like warm little droplets of rain on our intertwined
お前が
fingers.
誰であろうと関係ない。生まれなんて関係ない
It
んだ。
doesn't matter who your parents are. It doesn't matter where you were
俺
born.
の思いはただ一つ。
All that matters is
これまで
that
通り。
I can be by your side. His clear eyes sparkled as they stared straight at me. Enchanted by them, I nodded. Thank you, Shungen. Shingen's face broke into a smile as he let out a sigh of relief. I hadn't seen him smile like that in quite some time, and I couldn't help but smile along with him.
やっと笑ったな。
There's a smile. It's been a while since I've seen you smile too, you
そうだ
know.
な。ずっとお前が心配だったから。
Of course, that's because I've been stuck worried about you. And as he said this, he gently wiped away the tears from my face. Then he whispered,
実を言うと、俺とシャナの出自を聞いて、少しほっとした部分があったんだ。
To tell you the truth, there was a part of me that was a little relieved to hear where you and I came from. Why?
俺はずっと、源氏の宿命に押しつぶされそうになるお前を見てきた。
All my life, I've seen you live under the weight of the Genji
生
name.
まれた時から平家に睨まれ、女であることを隠し、鞍馬の山で男として生きて、
Since you were born, you were pursued by the Heike family, forced to live as a man in the mountains
お
of
前は泣
Kurama.
き言をほとんど言わなかったが、どれほど過酷な運命だったかと思う。
You almost never complained, but I knew how hard it was for you. Shungen lowered his eyes for a moment and then returned to look at me with his gentle
だ
gaze.
が、源氏でないなら、
But if you're not a
その
Genji,
重圧からは解放されるだろう。
you'll be free to live as you
そう思う
please.
と、正
When you
直
think
良かっ
about
た
it
と思うんだ。
that way, that's
本来ならば俺が背負うべきだった宿命。
a fate that should have
そ
been
れを
mine
お
to
前が担っ
bear.
てくれていた。
And all this time you've been carrying it for me. Thanks, buddy.
むしろ申し訳ないと思う。もっと早くに分かっていれば、
Had I known
お
sooner,
前
you
を煩わせることもなかったの。
wouldn't have had to live like that. You could have been free. Shungen, it's not your fault. Had I been stronger, I would have never gotten lost. It was hard living as the heir to the Genji, but the only reason I've made it this far was because of you. I haven't been carrying your burden, Shungen. Until now, we've been carrying each other's. We've just been what's that word? Oh no, I can't think of the word. Codependent. We've just been codependent. Oh man, look at us.
シャナ。
I honestly still surprised you thought of it that way. If anything, I was thinking of the opposite.
逆？
The opposite? The truth is that you're the heir to the Genji name. When I heard that, I felt lost but also terrified. Terrified because if I was not the heir to the Genji name, then there would be no reason for people to treat me the way they have. I was no one, just a replacement for Shungen, and all the people that helped me along the way, all the respect and honor I received, all those things should have been yours.
それは違う。最初は肩書きだったかもしれないが、弁慶たちは、お前自身の人柄を見て主従を結ん
Maybe
でい
it
る。
was your name that drew their attention, but Ben K and the others saw who you are. That's why they
俺
served
だっ
you.
て、ずっとお前を見てきたから、ここまでついてきたんだ。
And that's why I've been following you too, not because of a name, but because of who you are. Thanks. I want to take care of you too, Shungen. Genji, heir or not, you are forever in my heart. Your kindness, your encouragement, you're always been there for me, and that's why I want to support you however I can.
これからも隣にいていいのか？
Then I can continue to be by your side. I should be asking you that. Are you sure this is the path you want to take with me? I may lose myself again. I may get lost again.
その時は、またこうして手を握るよ。そして何度だって言う。
When you do, I'll hold your hand like this again.
俺
And
は
I'll
お前
say,
と一緒にいたいって。
I'll be with you no matter what. That's boring. Make it
Shana.
cuter.
お前に血のつながった家族は見つからないかもしれない。だが、お前には俺がいる。
You may not have blood family, but
い
you'll
つか
always
お前
have
が言って
me.
くれたように、俺たちは
A bond of
他の何とも
friendship
比べよう
greater
のない
than
絆で
any
結ばれ
force
て
in
い
the
るんだ。
universe. As you said, we have a bond that can't be compared to anything else.
だから大丈夫だ。
Isn't that enough? I nodded my head in response and Shungen's impactful words. It's strange. The anxiety I had earlier is completely gone. It's like talking about it instead of like sitting in it can sometimes help. I feel better than before. I feel
ぼんや
content.
りとしているが、平気か？
You're still a bit dizzy,
長
aren't you?
話になってしまってすまない。
Sorry for the serious talk when you're not feeling well. It's okay.
とにかく今日は安静にして眠れ。
You should rest and get
Well,
some sleep. Feel
横になる
nice.
といい。
Feels nice to lay down, right?
気分は悪くないか？
You feeling better? The palm of Shungen's hand gently touched my forehead, so warm. It's okay. I guess I'm still a little flustered from the fever, but I'm just glad things between us are better. Same as
Watashi?
always. What do you mean? Back when we were in Kurama, if you and I ever had a fight, I was always inconsolable. I feel so alone, and the mountains would seem so big. Guess I haven't changed a bit, have I?
眠たいなら眠れシャナ
You should get some rest, Shanna. I could feel my eyelids growing heavy slowly at first, and then all at once I felt myself drift to sleep. But if I go to sleep, Shungen will leave. You can hear you. You're talking.
どこにも
Shungen.
行かないよお前のそばにいる
I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. But maybe take your armor off to sleep.
安心
Why
し
don't we
て
have
眠るといい
pajam jams? You can sleep. Okay. The relief I have of having Shungen beside me lulled me to sleep in no time at all. It's the same like before, comfortable, but sometimes more. Shungen. And then I fell into the darkness and into a dream. Kind of dream.
眠ったか
You asleep? Shungen is a great companion. Yeah, he's a great lesbian.
今も昔も変わっていないか
I guess you're right. Now and then, not much has changed
俺
after
だっ
all.
て何も変わっていないお前を守りたい守らなければと誰よりも思っている
Nothing's changed for me either. I want to protect you more than anyone else in the whole world. More than anyone in the whole world. Remember when you were a girl? I do, so I don't need to read any of this.
白拍子の姿をしたお前を見たときあれがきっかけ
When
だ
I
ったの
saw
か
you
もしれ
dressed
な
as
い
a Shirabayoshi, maybe that was when it all started. I'm like, wait, it's a woman.
どんなお前は俺の心の奥底にあった気持ちがどんどん溢れて大きくな
These
っていっ
feelings are
た
not going away, they're growing
お
stronger.
前を他のやつに触れさせたくない弱い部分も見せてほしい
I don't want anyone else to
Why
touch
you-
you. I want you to show me your
いつだって
weaknesses.
手を取るから
I want to take your hand when you're lost.
もう大切な幼馴染じゃないお前は俺のただ一人の女性だよ
Sometimes those sentences concerned me, but it ended fine. It was fine at the end. You're not just a childhood friend to me anymore. You've grown up. You're a woman I love. Shungen gently placed the blanket back on top and
Yes, me.
stared fondly.
シャナ
Good night, Shana. It's almost like my name. It almost feels like it's me. Chapter 9. Okay, we'll play a little bit longer since it's not midnight yet. Just a little bit. We won't get too much further. We'll find a good point in here. I wasn't paying attention to what time the chapter started. The next morning, I awoke in a daze. Feeling the warm light on the morning sun, I slowly opened my eyes. That's right, I came down with a fever after that. Shungen came to see me. I almost shouted with surprise. I looked over to see Shungen sleeping snuggled up against me. I stopped moving to avoid waking him. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. We used to sleep next to each other like this when we were little. I can't count the number of times I've seen his sleeping face, but yet his face has changed. Still innocent, but now more dignified. He saved me yesterday, holding me so tightly. His words were etched into my heart. And we're not going to read them. We're not going to read them. We don't do flashbacks. Just thinking about it filled my heart with joy. Such a strange feeling. Shona.
シャナ
Morning, Shungen.
おはようすまない
Good morning. I must have fell asleep or dozed off even. Nah, it's fine. I just woke up too. As I said this, I got up and rose out of bed. Shungen smiled as he got up as well.
すっきりした顔をしているしもう心配はなさそうだな
You look better. Not wearing that worried face anymore. It's all thanks to you. I think my fever's gone. I feel like I could fight a whole army. I can still hold my sword and I can still fight.
それは義経としてではなく一人の将としてという意
Does
味
that
か
mean you'll fight as a regular warrior and not as Yoshitsune? Well, now that I have sorted out my feelings, I suppose I should return to that name
だが
to you.
お前の気持ちを思えばもう少し時間をかけた方がいいんじゃないか
I think you should hold on to it a little longer. Give yourself a little more
整理
time.
がついたと言ってもそう簡単には割り切れないはずだ
Even if you decide to give me the title of Genji, there's still a lot to figure out. Mm.
それに頼朝殿がこの件をどう考えているかわからない。
Still, we don't know what Lord Yoritomi thinks about all of
出自につい
this.
て常盤様から聞いた後、頼朝殿は特に話をしてこなかっただろ
After hearing from Lady
う。お前が
Tokowa,
女であることも、
Lord Yoritomi didn't speak to you, did he, about the origins and you being a
こう
woman?
して気持ちが落ち着くまで待っていたとも考えられるが、
He hasn't talked to me either. He was probably waiting until the whole situation calmed down. Now that you mention it, it is a bit odd. He hasn't spoken to either of us about it. We should probably talk with him about how we should proceed, shouldn't we?
その方がいいだろ
Probably
う。こ
for the
の件は
best.
軍にも影響が出ないとも限らない。
An announcement like this, there's no guarantee it won't impact the soldiers. Finding out that I'm not actually a potential heir to the Genji name, it might cause confusion in the ranks, but it can't stay that way. I want Shungen to be able to live as Yoshitsune Minamoto, because as the potential heir to the Genji name, you deserve to have the respect and honor that comes with it. And I promise to support you this time, no matter what fate has in store for us.
ありがとう。俺も
Even if you have to
お
kill your
前が
brother.
ここまで努力してきた道を無駄にはしたくない。
You've worked hard to get to this point. I don't want all this to go to
それに
waste.
己の出自を知った今、源氏にまつわることは俺が引き受けるべきだとも思う。
Now that I know my origins, I'll take care of the burdens related to being
そして
Genji.
お前には自由になってほしい。
I want you to be free
源
from
氏
the
というし
bonds
が
of
ら
the
みから解か
Genji
れ、願っていた静か
and
な
live the
生活
quiet
を
life
送って
you've
ほしい。
always wanted. Shungen.
だが、だからこそ簡単に決めてしまうのは危険な気がするんだ。
But that's why I feel like it's dangerous to act quickly. Shungen stared straight at me and I could feel his concern. Then we'll tell Lord Yoritomo we want to keep things as they are for now. I don't know what he'll say, but he won't know. We won't know until we talk to him.
そうだな。
Right. Eventually, when this battle's over, I want to give this name back to you, Shungen.
ああ、俺もお前を源氏から自由にする。そ
And
のために
I
も
want to free you from the
この
burden of
戦いを
Genji.
早く終わ
For
らせよ
that
う。
reason, let's end this war quickly. I nodded firmly at Shungen's words, which gave us both the determination to do what we needed to do. That's not what it said. I definitely said it wrong. The
その件は
implications were there.
当面しばらく伏せておく。
We'll keep the matters under wrap for the time being. Brother, I mean Lord Yori told me, he answered with no hesitation. May I ask why?
お前たちが考えた通りだ。いずれ話すべき時は来るだろうが、今は軍に混乱を招く。
It's just as you said, there will come a time when we'll need to address it, but right now it would just confuse the
春
soldiers.
元の活躍は兵の耳にも入っているとはいえ、それはあくまで侍の一人という位置づけだ。
Shungen's activities have earned him a good reputation among the soldiers, but they still see him as just another samurai.
今の俺は部隊を率いる器ではない。そう周りが判断しているということですね。
They don't think I'm capable of leading a unit right now, is that what you're saying?
不服か。
You disagree?
いえ、当然だと思います。
No, I think that's obvious. Then why didn't you talk with us about this right away?
勝手な真似はせぬだろうと思ったまで。
I didn't think you'd run
け
off
じ
and
め
do
はついて
anything
も益にはなら
stupid.
ん。何より話せる状態ではなかっただろう。それ
Most
だけだ。
importantly, I didn't think you were in any condition to talk, that's all. There was no kindness or sympathy in his eyes, just the same cold stare, but his words were enough. Even though he's not my real brother, I could tell that he trusted me. Lord Yoritomo Minamoto, I truly didn't know that I was not related to you by blood. I apologize for hiding my gender as well. However, my desire to defeat the Heike and restore peace, that will never change. If I'm allowed, I'd like to continue fighting as I have. I'd like to continue to be part of your army.
頼朝殿、俺も今まで通り戦いに尽力するだけです。
Lord Yoritomi, I too am just as committed to fight as ever.
ただ、己の出自を知った以上、その生まれに恥じぬよう、源氏のため、
But now that I
そ
know
して兄
where
で
I
ある
come
あなた
from,
のために戦います。
I will fight for Genji and for my brother.
その言葉、
I understand.
成果を上げ、戦力となるなら問題はない。今後も期待しよう。
As long as you continue to deliver results and do your best, I see no issue. I will continue to expect great things. Yes, sir.
はっ、
Yes, sir.
いずれにせよ、まずは平家追悼だ。出自については折を見て公表する。
The first thing we need to do is track down the Hikke. We can disclose your origins in
Yoshitsune.
due time.
それまでは今まで同様、兄と呼べ。
Until then, Yoshune, continue to call me brother as you always have. Yes, sir. I mean
春
brother.
元、 公表は見送るが、お前も源氏の子。それに見合う働きはしてもら
Shungen,
う。
I'm not gonna announce it, but you are also a child of Genji. Earn it.
ならば一つお願いが。石膏を担う偵察隊の管理を俺に任せていただけませんか。
In that case, I have one request. I would like to be in charge of our scouts and reconnaissance troops.
どのような情報も取りこぼさず、敵陣の様子を把握しておきたいのです。
We don't want to miss any information. We need to keep a close tab on the enemy's
好
movements.
きにしろ。
Do as
あ
you
りがとうご
wish.
ざいます。
Thank you, sir. I will continue to wield my sword just as before. The time has finally come to fight with the Heke. Let's fight them. Let's burn them up. Ichinoya.
頼朝らは今どのあたりだ？
Where are Yoritomo and the others?
確か数万の兵を連れ、すでに摂津の国へ入ろうとしているとか。
I heard they took thousands of soldiers and are attempting to enter the Setsu province.
福原には数日で到着します。ここへ至るのも時間の問題かと。
They should arrive in Fukuhara in just a matter of days. Then it's only a matter of time before they arrive here.
そうか。
I see.
そう険しい顔しなくてもいいんじゃない？兵だってずいぶん増えたんだし。ね、ノリツね。
Don't look so glum. The number of soldiers with us has increased significantly. Isn't that right? No,
都落ちの時は7000ほどだったが、瀬戸内を制圧した今なら
at the
数倍
same
には
time
な
of
っ
the
たか。
fall of Kyoto, we had 7,000. Now that we've conquered Satochi, it's a several times that.
中国地方、四国地方、そして九州。規模としてはなんとか巻き返した形だね。
The Chugoku, Shikoku regions, and Kyushu all seem to have managed to regain their footing.
そうそう。調子に乗ってたあの義仲軍も俺たちには手も足も出なかった。源氏なんて大したことないよ。
Even the hotshot Yoshinaka couldn't touch us here. The Genji are nothing to worry about.
しかし頼朝はその義
The
仲を撃った
Genji
の
are
だ。
here. Just like
その上、後白河法皇様から追討令。
Yoritomo defeated
依然としてこ
Yoshinaka.
ちらの
In
風向き
addition,
は悪い。
he has the backing of Emperor Shikakawa. None of this bodes well for us.
いずれにせよ、俺たちはここで堂々と迎え撃つだけだ。
Either way, we're just going to have to meet them here in
我
combat.
らが陣を構えている一の谷は天然の
Ichino
要害。
has a number of
そ
natural
う簡単に
barriers
攻められはしない。
that will act as in our favor. They won't be able to attack us so easily.
まあ攻め込む場所は限られるね。兄上はどう攻めてくると思う？
Indeed, there are only a few key points where they could mount an attack. How do you think they will proceed, brother?
そうだね。軍を大手と絡めての2つに分け、その限られた場所から攻め込むのが定石かな。
The standard practice is to divide one's forces into the main army and the karamite? Not the button I meant to press. The enemy's flank also can be used to describe the army attacking the flank.
大手軍は
If you say
正
so.
面の生田口から。絡めて軍は丹波を経て須磨から回り込み、一の谷の西門、塩谷口から攻めてくるだろう。
The main forces will attack directly at Ikuta. The flanking forces will come from the west and strike
じゃ
Shioya.
あ俺と兄上は塩谷口に回ろうかな。則常と常政には正面の生田口を譲ってあげるよ。
In that case, brothers, shall we cover Shioya and lead the main forces to Noritsune and Tsunemasa?
ならば、
In
おじ
that
上には
case,
他の兵器をまとめておいていただ
let
こ
your
う。
uncle keep the other Heke
念のた
forces
め退路を
in
確保しておく
reserve.
と確
We
実
should
か
have an exit route just in case.
わかった。
Alright,
いざとなれ
indeed.
ば海を渡り、四国の屋島へ
We
逃
will
れる。
retreat by crossing the sea and fleeing to Yashima and in Shikoku.
今より全軍に通達。すぐに配置
Notify the
せ。
troops and get into position.
はっ
Yes, sir.
さて、
Sir.
あちらはどう動くかな？
Your move, Yoritomo.
あと数日で平家の拠点一の谷だ。
In a few days, we'll reach
そこでの合戦だが、
Ichinotani, one of the Heke few remaining strongholds. We'll meet them in battle there. With the battle just around the corner, we were discussing measures to expel the Heke in a military council
必
meeting.
ずや大将首を上げ、三種の神器を取り戻せ。
Our primary goal would be to return the sacred treasures. The three treasures of the emperor, the ones that identify that they're the emperor. Yeah.
兵器が持ち去ったんだって。法皇様は これを取
The
り戻すことを
Heike
お
stole them
望み
when
なん
they
だ。
fled Kyoto. His Highness wants us to take them back.
あれは天皇の行為を示す秘宝。奴らの手の内にあっては不都合だからな。
The treasures of the imperial throne, it's despicable to think of them in the Heike's hands.
影時現状
Kaketoki, what's the situation?
は
What's the snitch?
奴らが陣を構える一の谷は
Ishinotani
南を海に北を険しい山々に囲まれ
surrounded by
た
the
天
sea
然の要害となっております
to。the south and steep mountains to the north, making it difficult to attack.
ここは東西へ向かい挟み撃ちにするが定石。大手軍は生田口、
The
要手軍は
standard
塩谷
practice would
口
be
か
to
ら攻め
strike
入ることになりましょう。
simultaneously with a main force attacking Ikuta and flanking force hitting Shioya.
ただ、
Considering the
あちらの戦力を考えれば乱戦は必至。
strength of the forces, a
こちら
bloodbath
の
is
被害も
inevitable.
覚悟すべきかと。
We should be prepared for heavy
偵
casualties.
察隊の報告は
Any thoughts from the reconnaissance team?
はい。影時殿の策でいきますと、絡め手軍は大きく迂回して塩谷口へ向かう必要がありますが、
If we follow Sir Kagetoki's plan, the flanking forces will have to take a large detour to make it to
そこへ至る
Shioya.
道は険しく、特に日踊り越えと呼ばれる場所はかなりの難所だそうです。
The road will be rough. Hiyodorigo is particularly a dangerous terrain.
行軍には時間がかかるな。
A march like this will take considerable time.
しかし絡め手軍の合流が遅れるほど大手軍は負担が大きくなる。
And later, the flanking army will join the battle and greater the burden of the main
Yeah.
forces.
それどころではない。
If the battle goes poorly, the main
下手をする
forces
と
could
全滅す
very
るこ
well
と
be
も考え
wiped
ら
out
れる。
by the time flanking armies arrive. The others stare at the ground, their brows furrowed in a concerned concentration. I turned my gaze to my brother. Their bows, the little bows. Brother, would it be possible for me to lead the flanking forces? The mountain roads in Karama and Hiraizumi were rough as well. I'm confident I can keep them up with that march.
いや義経には大手軍で指揮を取らせる
No, Yoshitsune, you command the main forces. Huh?
先の話の通り合流に失敗すれば大手軍は危機的状況に追い込まれる
As I stated earlier, a failure of the flanking forces to join up with the main forces is a critical
故に大手軍
situation.
は兵士の士気を維持できるものを排す
Therefore, in the major army, we need leaders who can maintain the morale of the soldiers until the flanking forces arrive.
それなら誰が絡めて軍を率い
You will
る
lead the
の？
minor forces.
春元だ
Shungen. Given Shungen command of the secondary army, just what does he have in mind?
お前たちが考えた
今の
Flashbacks. We don't need flashbacks. He's going to test Shungen to see if he can lead an army.
殿、お考えをお下げください。このような一介の従
He's
者に
not a
大役な
vassal. We talked about this. With all due respect, this role is too critical to be left to a minor
う
vassal.
力不足とまでは言わないけど、確かにやめた方が良く
I
ない
think
かな。
Shugen's up for the risk, but it's still, or the
今ま
task,
で
but
だっ
he's
て
still a big risk.
春元は義経
It's a
様
sign
と
I'm
息
getting
が合ってる
tired. I'm
それな
I'm
ら大手
switching
軍で揃え
entire
た方がいいよ。
sentences around. It's okay. 10 more minutes. We got it. We got it. Shungen and Yoshitsune worked well together. Wouldn't it be better to put them together with the main army?
それに春元はこれまで参謀的意見で十分軍に貢献してきたはず。ここで指揮を
Shungen
取ら
has
せずと
served with military well with his reconnaissance so far, even if he didn't take command here.
いや、俺は頼朝殿の命に従う。
No, I wish to follow you, Lord Yoritomo's orders. Shungen,
頼朝殿、絡め手軍をお任せくださるなら、お許しいただきたいことがあります。
Lord Yoritomo, if you put me in charge of the flanking forces, there is a strategy I'd like to
言
bring
っ
up.
てみよ
Let's hear it.
先ほど、日踊り越えは悪路と申し上げましたが、それは平家も把握していること。
I mentioned the Hiro Dorigo is a difficult road. The Heike are aware of this fact.
となれば、我らの策も想定済みでしょう。しかしそれは、奇襲を行う絶好の機会とも言えます。
If that's the case, they've probably already surmised a plan, making this the perfect opportunity for a surprise
奇
attack.
襲
A surprise
一
attack?
体何をす
What are
る
you
つもりだ
talking about?
日踊り越えと敵陣の間は急斜面の崖。俺たち絡め手軍は、そこを馬で駆け下ります。
In the area between Hidorido the go, and the enemy camp is a steep cliff. I propose that our troops ride down it on horseback. Right down the cliff. That would give us the high ground. Oh my god, we have the high ground.
隊を乱すだろう。大手軍とも早く合流できる。
Exactly, the Heike would be totally surprised. Plus, the path is shorter, meaning we could join up with the major forces more quickly. That is absurd. You can't lead an army down a cliff. The men will all fall to their deaths before they reach the battle.
それは承知の
I
上。
understand your concern.
ですが偵察隊からの報告
According
に
to
よ
the
れば、
scouting party,
獣道があるよう
that
なの
path
で
is
す。
used by local wildlife.
獣は下る道を知っている。ならば、逆落としも
If
不可
the
能ではあ
local
りません。
animals can make it down, then so can our horses.
だがな、い
That's
く
a
らなん
pretty
で
big
も
if.
不安に思うんじゃないかな。
I can't imagine the soldiers would be very excited to take that risk either. The reaction of the members of the council ranged from dismissal to outright mockery. Even I was skeptical. Shungen.
危うい策だとは分かっている。
I know it's a risky
だ
plan,
が、定石だけでは勝てないんだ。
but we can't win without it. Otherwise, they know we're coming and they know our plan
き
of
ちんと
attack.
道は見極める。率いた兵をみすみす死なせはしない。
We will find a way down. I promise I will not let the men I lead die in vain. Shungen is determined to the end this battle and live up to his brother's expectations of him. We've been fighting together so long, I know I should believe in you, but this plan is... Brother, the strategy that Shungen mentioned, I too support it.
殿まで何を
My lord, what are you? So far, Shungen's measures have led us to victory many times. I'm sure this plan will work too. We've got to trust him. Shungen is strong. I believe in him.
頼朝殿、俺はこの戦に勝つことしか考えていません。
Lord
ですから、
Yoritomo,
どうか。
my only goal is to win this war as quickly as possible. What do you say? A painful silence ensued as the two brothers unblinkingly stared at each other.
絡めては瞬間に任せる。策は慎重に進めよ。
Shungen is charged of the flanking army. Regarding this plan, proceed with caution.
殿
My lord.
大手軍は私と義経。絡めて軍は瞬間、景時が担うものとする。
The major forces will be led by Yoshitsune, and I, Shungen and Kagetoki, will lead the flanking forces.
お
Kagetoki,
前は瞬間がどのように軍を率い、指揮を取るか見
you will
届け。
observe Shungen's leadership of the attack. Yes, sir. I understand. Benkei and Takatsune were then assigned to the major forces with me, while Suganobu and Tadanobu went with Shungen. At Lord Yoritomi's command, each one of us began to make our way to the battlefield. In the midst of it all, Shungen was looking straight ahead with an air of dignity, typical Shungen, calm, collected, and never a hint of desperation. Shungen will surely succeed, and I'll be waiting? Oh no. Also succeed? Keep his heart next to mine? That sounds like a love choice. Yeah. Even if you're far away, even if we're apart, my heart is with you, Shungen. You'll be fine. Just thinking that we were fighting together was reassuring. It was with that thought in mind that I spoke to him.
ありがとう。そう言ってもらえると勇気が
Thank
出て
you.
くるよ。
It gives me a lot of courage to hear you say it like that. Shungen smiled and his expression was somewhat relieved. I nodded firmly. Shungen will surely make it. Until then, I'll just have to keep fighting. The day of the battle, Genji's main forces. A few days after the military conference, we split into two groups and prepared to enter Ichi
Shungen.
something.
本当に大丈夫かな。
I pressed it. Is Shungen
逆
really
落としな
going
ん
to be
て
okay?
心配だよね。
Descending the cliff seems insanely dangerous.
確かに何しろ難所と名高いところであるからな。
It's a notoriously steep cliff after all.
殿はどのようにお考えですか
What are your thoughts on the matter, my lord? Me, I think Shungen understands better than anyone else the importance of the flanking army in this battle. He's always spot on with his assessments, and I'm sure Shungen is right there
じゃ
right this
あ
time.
策は成功する？
You think the plan will succeed? Shungen never misspoke before, has he?
そりゃあ
No,
ないけど。
But he's also never
や
tried
っ
to
ぱり無
ride a
謀じゃ
horse
ないか
down
な
a
って
cliff.
思うよ。瞬間の立てる策がすごいってみんな知ってるけど、今回は危険すぎる。
Look, we all know that Shungen's plans are great, but this time it's just too dangerous. Everyone is concerned about Shungen's measures, not just Sir Kagatoki and Takatsune, but also Benkei and the others. But that means that Heke won't be expecting it. Shungen's plan, it's not wrong. It can't be. Shungen will make it. My lord. So far, all of Shungen's plans have succeeded, but he's not just a strategist, he's also an incredibly skilled warrior. Having trained together day in and day out at Kodama, I know how strong he is. Shungen, once your attack succeeds, come to me before anyone else. I trust Shungen to lead his army well. That's all. My lord. Shungen, it's time. Don't lose. Don't lose. If you lose, I'll be mad. Genji's flanking army. This seems like a good spot to actually pause. I know it's a little earlier, but I also don't want to like end at a weird point. So we're in chapter 9, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Woohoo! I will have a stream Thursday morning. I don't know if it's gonna be Pokopia or if it's gonna be Birushana. Only because I don't want to force myself to play Birushana if I don't feel like playing Birushana. I just know I want to try and get a couple more streams in because next week, I think next week was a weird week for streaming, if I recall. Actually no, I have streaming listed on a couple days, but I still picked up like 3 shifts and I'm gonna be out of town for most of the weekend, so there just won't be the opportunity. And I always try to keep room for being tired. Because I'm sleepy. I'm always so sleepy. I'm just sleepy all the time. I never get enough sleep or I get too much sleep. It's one or the other and it's never enough at the same time. What does that even mean? How is that even possible? How can I sleep 8 hours and be just as tired as if I slept 3? Who am I? But hey, we're close to his end. I think there's 12 chapters, right? So if there's 12 chapters, we have 3.5 more chapters to go. Plus we have to get the other ending. I will say his is anticlimactic as it were. It's fine. I think he's a very pretty character. But when you guess the twist early, like we did, and it's just this big build up to something you already know, I don't think it's a good twist. I don't think it's dramatic enough. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. After Shungen, who are we doing? There's 5 guys doing Shungen right now. We did that one. Oh my gosh! Wait, is it the pink-haired boy? I think we're doing pink-haired boy next. Names? What are names? I'm saving the one brother for later. It might be our actual brother, which is not okay, but it's gonna be fine. Anywhoosies, I'll have a stream on Thursday. I hope you guys have a lovely evening. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Bass, for being in chat. I will see you then. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember I stream about 3 times a week on Twitch. You can check me out over there. We're playing Pokopia. We're playing Birushana. We are going to be playing Atomi Daishi soon. I did officially get my copy. It was just sitting in my mailbox. I'm excited to try this one. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to actually actively play it, but I do plan to play this game. No cards inside. Don't hear anything in there. But yeah, I was really excited when this game got announced, and so I was planning to play it at the beginning of this month. We're fine. We're doing great. Okay, bye. Have a lovely rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.